Welcome to my survival seeds video. This is Gail with Gail's Southern Living. Some early cow wonder bell peppers, some radishes. I think that might be another bell pepper coming up. So I should have a few in here. Might end up needing tomato cages later. We'll see. We'll see how big they get. All right, here's one container of my beets. I've been just throwing more seed in as I see how close they are and pulling out little seedlings if they're too close to make sure they have enough room to grow. I think I added a couple of radishes in there too to protect them from the bugs. This is my other container of beets. There's a little shadow there in that corner. Anyway, I have two containers. I have two tiny little tomato seedlings coming up from the ground. No grow light, no hydroponic system, just straight in the ground growing. And my seventh seed is the corn. I'm growing in these 5 pots here. So I have one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one in there. That makes 5. So I have 5 corn up and a few more coming, hopefully. Alright, there's a bunch of hyssop coming up in this container. It's all green through there. Looks like I dumped this in pretty unevenly, but anyway, here's the hyssop. Okay, I have some lemon balm in this bed, in between the garlic. As you can see, there's some kind of a bee that's visiting it, but it's right there hidden in the garlic. This is my new bed that I've just painted, kind of a mint green color. See that? It was like a natural wood color, but I wanted to preserve the wood, so I planted it. This little section here is just a section of marigolds and loofah that I'm going to grow up on the trellis, the big arch trellis. I have another section of things planted to grow on the trellis over there. Okay. In this container I have some red kidney beans planted. I also planted more beets over here, but they're not up yet. I just did that recently. I thought they might grow in between the beans in here in this section. So we'll see how that goes if some of those come up in here. So here are my kidney beans. Planted in this big, huge container that hubby brought home for me. Okay, I have some pie pumpkins up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13 pie pumpkins up. And then this one right here is it's that squash that looks like a pumpkin. So I know I planted it in this front area right here, so that's cool. Hopefully it'll come up. There's a few more of those pie pumpkins back here. I planted a bunch of those mammoth radishes over in this section to protect the pie pumpkins. I may need to do some thinning out because they're pretty clumped together and they're supposed to get really big. So may need to work on trying to thin some of those. So we'll see what happens. The wild garden sometimes gets a little bit of weeds and stuff, but I do need to sit down here maybe tonight when it's not so warm and try to weed this section a little bit. Little tiny section of oregano. I did plant some more oregano seeds in this section, and I might have some in pots too, so we'll see if I end up with more oregano than just this little strip right here. Alright guys, that's the end of my survival seeds update video for April, and this is a section of my mammoth sunflowers, seeds that I saved last year from my own mammoth sunflowers. And you can see it's going to be pretty massive here. It's got that fence to kind of hold on to there when it gets kind of windy and bad weather around here. Please make a comment on this video. There will be a giveaway coming up April 24th. This collaboration is hosted by VC Family Homestead, Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, and Bushcraft Family. You guys have a great day. Be blessed. Do something kind, guys. Happy growing.